E hoʻomākaukau, e noho I lalo. E hoʻomaka.
Ai, ilo.
Pa.
Ahilo auela, holulu kalehuala. Ahilo auela, holulu kalehuala. Awai lukula I kalua kanakala. Awai lukula I kalua kanakala. Ahaili auela I kula manula. Ahaili auela I kula manula. Apana eva ela I kamoku lehuala. Apana eva ela I kamoku lehuala. Alele iwi ela au au I ke kaila. Alele iwi ela au au I ke kaila. Amoloka I ela I ke ala kahila. Amoloka I ela I ke ala kahila. Aina mai ka puanala no ka lani no hei noala. Aina mai ka puanala no ka lani no hei noa. Hei noa no kau I te auli.
Pleasure to have you here, and on behalf of our governing board, I would like to present you with the colors for Melia. This is the royal colors of Hawaii, yellow and red. And this poor Melia is called the Hawaii flag. So we give that to you as well.
But I have been asked by Mrs. Kauhani to say a few words about the Waihona of the Naʻauao. The school, as I shared with Secretary Duncan, started in a little chickadee some 12 years ago. And we're on our 13th year of operation. It is the manifestation of my master's project paper. So we're living the dream. As I shared with Secretary Duncan, I was wandering around looking for a subject to write about. I just wanted to get out of graduate school, and this happened to be the subject. But we are very pleased with the support of the Department of Hawaiian Homelands, Department of Education, that we are making a systemic reformation in public education. And we really appreciate Secretary Duncan that you are here today to witness it firsthand. So that having been said, was that more than a minute? All right. I'd just like to thank you, sir. Appreciate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you an introduction to pa'iai making. It's Kamailu Marati, a recent acceptance to Kamehameha School just the other day. We'll be the person telling you what the cultural significance is of pa'iai. It's a kalo made into a poi. Go ahead.
Okay, aloha, my name is Kamar Marati. It's kind of hard to pronounce, so you can say boa. And so I'll be showing you over here if you can direct your attention. The lesson of the story was if you take care of Paulo, he'll take care of you. Since it's the future. And right here is the process of harvesting.
Did you make this?
No, I didn't. My parents left. Then right here you plant the hulu or stem.
Yeah.
Take care of it.
Water. Yeah.
So after you cut off the stem, they're gonna start working, and then they use a commercial to scrape off all the skin and all the dirty pieces.
Yeah.
So it's all nice and purple.
These are recently harvested.
Yeah. Next is pounding. Pa'iai
Like
is
that. Make it a paste.
yeah, it's called pa'iai or from the taro. It's like a starch. Then after they pound it, well, if you add less water, it becomes pa'iai. It's like a more chunkier thing. More chunkier piece. Then if you add, this is pa'iai.
Yeah.
So then if you add a lot of water, and it's nice and liquidy,
Yeah.
it becomes poi, and you can buy that at the store.
Yeah.
So
Or you can make it yourself like you are.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll try some.
There's some right in that bowl over there.
Try the later.
Yep.
It's an acquired.
Good, yeah, no, it's good. I like it.
Like it.
Sure, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to try, or you rather not?
I'll make
get
some.
dirty?
No, I'll get dirty. Go ahead.
You can have a seat at the
I can
other end
beat-
of the board if you want, and he can show you how to.
You get some more?
I'm good at beating things up, so.
Okay. So are you right-handed or left-handed?
Left-handed.
Left-handed. Okay. So left-handed, you're gonna make sure that you don't touch the kalo or the taro.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep your left hand on the pohaku the whole time, and this
Yeah.
is called the pohaku ku'iai. Yeah. So first thing, with your right hand, if you can dip your hand in the bowl,
Yeah.
wet your board. A little bit more. Okay. With your left hand, you grab the pohaku
Yeah.
like this.
Is he a good student?
So far, he's following instructions well.
I was tough on
I'm
my
grading
teachers,
you,
boy.
Mr.
Oh,
Secretary.
no.
So
I was
it's-
I was a handful, believe me.
So with your right hand, dip
Yeah.
again, wet the bottom of the,
Yeah.
yep. And then with your right hand, just hold on to the,
Yeah.
and then you just kind of smash it. Oh, there you go. Nice. And we have this ancient Hawaiian tool. No,
Yeah.
not really. But it works really well.
Yeah.
Narkopuna was very resourceful, so if they had something like this, they would use it as well.
Yeah.
But normally you would just use your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. And just kind of smash it in there. There you go. Okay, and dip your hand in water a little bit and try to get that off. Yep. It's good. Oh yeah. That's good. And just smash it in. Yeah.
Where does this grow? Everywhere.
Normally, we have over like 300 varieties of kalo,
Right.
and we have wetland kalo that grows in aloi or taro patches
Yeah.
with a lot of water, or there's dryland taro as well.
Yeah.
There you go. Just keep on smashing. Yeah. There you go. Get the lumps out. So pa'iai is again, it's before poi.
Yeah.
Poi is just
Yeah.
you add more water.
Yeah.
Yeah, pa'iai lasts a little bit longer because without the moisture.
Do people eat it by itself or with ponds?
Normally you would eat it with fish, with
Yeah.
pie, the shrimp,
Yeah.
with pork, kalo pig. Normally that's good. And just keep on smashing it.
This is
Some people
nutritious.
like it. Yeah,
Good
it's
for you.
this is one of the few foods that we don't have a food allergy to. Because it's normally it's nothing's put into it, any
Yeah.
chemicals or anything like that. So you can. This is a good food for babies. Yeah. And poi would be a little bit easier for the baby to eat as well.
What are the vitamins in it? You know? What are the vitamins in it? Nutrition.
It has fiber. I mean, it's nutritious. Fiber, complex carbohydrates that give you energy and things like that. So, oh, that's good. It's coming good.
Okay, just when he's getting good at
I'm
it.
gonna stay here a while.
Yeah.
Here, try
Alright,
this.
But yeah,
It's a little sweet, yeah.
No.
Yeah, natural. Yeah.
he's going.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It goes really well with again, kalo pork, kalo pig,
Yeah.
and opai or fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
That's
no
awesome.
problem. Yeah, so you can dip inside,
Yes, water.
or you can lick it off your fingers, whichever one is better. Awesome, that was
Yeah,
a good
Appreciate
job.
it. Thanks so much. Thanks for
Okay,
the help. Good to
aloha.
see you. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And
Thank you for being here. Aloha. So good to see a lot of different faces and folks from our community. Welcome, Secretary Duncan. It is such an extreme honor to have you here on this coast. It means a lot to us to have you not just be in Hawaii, but to take the time to come out to see our people, to meet one of our Native Hawaiian charter schools so that we can share some of what has been going on.
We are rocking the world, Mr. Secretary. I want you to know. You know, you put us in front of any one of those states out there, we're rocking the world. We learned language immersion from the Maka. We learned from the Maoris. But really, you scratch a Maori, it's a Hawaiian. Okay? We have a Princess Pauahi who has been waiting for Barack Obama because this is like the community organizer president of the century, right? I want to say it stronger than Wendy did. Mr. Secretary, could you go home and tell your staff that Native Hawaiian charter school nonprofits are absolutely eligible, and you will be scolded if you do not review one of their applications. Think about it. It's the Native Hawaiian Education Act, and they're excluding more than 50% of the public charter schools that are Hawaiian focused. There's something wrong with that. Would you go pull the ear of the USDA secretary and go pull the ear of the Department of Transportation secretary and just have them sit down, because you all have little solutions to the infrastructure we need. We can do the vertical. We can do the vertical ourselves. We need help with the roads, the utility, and bringing water to our lands that our princess can also add to that and then bring you to the table, Mr. Secretary. So I ask you to get on our team and let's go win the Final Four. God bless. Thank you.
For me, this was one of the highlights of being here, and just having that engagement with all of you. I've learned so much about just the amazing work that's taking place, and I'm just very appreciative of being a vehicle for sharing this with not only Sally Jewell, Secretary of Interior, who came out here and addressed the community. I guess after 40 years, the Secretary of Interior has addressed Native Hawaiian community, and you know our commitment on behalf of the President and through our executive order. I don't know if many folks know that Secretary Duncan is also the co-chair of the White House Initiative, and we're housed in the Department of Education, so we have oftentimes pulling his ear, and he's been a great partner and very supportive of the work that's taking place to open the doors of government. And many, how we talk about really improving access, ensuring that you know about the opportunities that are there, learning about where there may be barriers to that, and working together to fix that. So I thank you for all the work you're doing and for pulling this together, and it's just a real honor to be here.
So I'll just say a couple things. First, just thank you. It's pretty moving to hear the stories and the passion, and your point is not woe is me, it's how do we do something better for our kids and our families and our community. You guys have, I think, provided extraordinary leadership and courage. This broader movement, Native American language revitalization, that's a big, big, big deal. As you guys know far better than me, this is not just about language acquisition, this is about culture, it's about heritage, it's about ancestors, it's about self-esteem, giving our kids a reason to feel they can be successful. And I just came from New Zealand on the way here, and not that they've done it perfectly, but what they have done in terms of helping the Maori community understand where they have been and where they're going was extraordinarily profound. As I spent time there, frankly, all I was thinking is how much our Native American kids need something similar. And the dichotomy between the two was pretty tough. And so this larger movement that you're helping to drive and push, I can't overstate how important that is, and whatever we can do to be good partners, we want to do it. Our kids deserve so much better than what they've had for a long time. I heard you're saying that language is actually outlawed, it was against the law here in Hawaii. I mean, obviously the significance of that is extraordinary. And so turning that 180 degrees is, we need to get there as fast as we can. So whatever we can do to help, we will do that. So the concrete questions around the funding issue and assessment issue, obviously there's a lot of details I just don't frankly know. So we'll go do some homework, so I can't commit to yes or no or whatever, but I will commit to is we'll come back with some real clarity as to what we can do and can't do. Could you just, the charter one I just don't understand, what's the rub, or what's the hold, what's the Are your charter schools not able to
Not
act?
eligible.
The public charter schools under Native Hawaiian Education Act have been excluded as eligible entities to compete for the grant.
Yeah, why? Why? That's what I'm missing.
It's not,
That's our question.
Authorization language.
So we've been here
of the
5 years, so this is on us. I don't want to blame people. So what about you guys that makes you ineligible? That's what
Because it's a public charter school, it's a public school, so.
all charters are public.
Right, so the view has been that because they're a public school, like any other public school, they should not be allowed to compete. So, but what you should know, the fast track correction for this, though, is that every single one of our public charter schools have a nonprofit arm.
Yeah.
So we just need your
All
staff
right, so I-
to tell them.
To verify and
Welcome those nonprofit
So let me do some work on that. That one just intuitively doesn't make sense. The language
Us
assessments,
too.
it's more complicated, whatever. We need to look at both.
It's so
but-
much a problem that the reauthorization language of the Harkin bill to reauthorize the SEA specifically names charters because of this confusion
write
and
it
this,
in.
Yeah, okay.
non-clarity.
So let me, not to just in future, come back in writing on these two issues, and we just sort of work it through. And
You
figure
know,
out what we can
infrastructure,
do.
we're not asking for new funding.
Yeah.
We're asking
Ac-
for
access
people
to
at
access.
your
Yeah,
level
access.
I
to
get it.
coordinate better
Yeah.
so that those funds are.
So it's three
are
issues
leveraged.
that, so funding, assessment, and infrastructure. So let me do some homework. But again, just the work you guys are doing collectively is pretty extraordinary. I mean, to go from a language that was almost dead, almost extinct, to revitalize that, that's a big deal. So thank you. Thank you.